Did you guys see the West Virginia player that scored the touchdown? I mean, there were
one of the 10?
58 of them.
Which one? They did score 10 touchdowns.
Where he basically dove on top of the orange, the mascot, the bowl mascot. I thought that was hysterical.
Yes, but what I've heard is
because that's what you would do. I mean, if you're like a big kid and you score your touchdown and you see a mascot, you just like take him down, right?
Except it was a girl.
Uh-oh. The mascot was a girl.
And is it sexist that I assume that every mascot is male?
Well, no, because when you told me that, I'm surprised by that.
Because I just think women aren't dumb enough to dress up in mascot costumes and run around. Like,
women have better things to do than that.
It doesn't surprise me. For instance, I think female mascots, like at Disney World, I would assume for some reason, even though it doesn't necessarily matter, that Minnie Mouse would be a girl. But Mickey Mouse would be a guy.
Right. No, I
mean, in general?
Yeah. I wonder what the percentage is of women are mascots in college. It's got to be a low percentage,
no idea.
You think? I'm sure some of them are, but I would assume that all of them are men.
I didn't even think about it. So he apologized because it was a girl.
Well, usually they have multiple people that do it.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, this is a bowl game mascot, so, I mean, it's a one-time deal.
It's probably just an employee who works there otherwise during the course of the year. We'll ask Bruce Pearl at 4:30 because he once dressed up as the BC Eagle.
That's true.
There are probably not a lot of head coaches who have also dressed up as mascots.
That is true. I had a friend in college that was Big Red. She was Big Red at Western Kentucky. But there were like 7 of them.
They rotated around.
Mm-hmm.
They get scholarship, right?
I don't know.
I think so. That's what we've talked about this before. You know the St. Joe's mascot, St. Joseph Hawk? They have to flap their arms for the entire game.
The whole game?
Cannot stop.
Constant movement.
That's a workout.
No, so everybody out there is like, it's not much of a deal. Do you know that they select the St. Joseph mascot by everybody shows up and whoever flaps their arms the longest gets to be the mascot?
Oh, no.
I swear that's how they decide.
Do we know the record or the time that they've done?
It's hours. I mean, at a time. And people out there are like, it's no big deal. I can do that in a long time. Next time you're watching a television event and you're bored and you're like, Clay Travis is full of crap. You probably think about that a lot. Stand in front of your television and just raise and lower like you're flying. Just in front of your television and see if you can do it for 15 straight minutes. I bet that very few of y'all can. So
everybody's going to be watching TV.
None of us would be good enough to be the St. Joseph.
I know I can do it. I'm going to tell you right now.
It's coming into college basketball season. They play in the A-10. The Hawk has to keep going throughout the entire game. And that's how they select them. They show up, and whoever can flap their arms the longest gets the mascot job.
Corey on Twitter says mascot equals ugly cheerleader.
Well, I mean,
the girl that didn't make the cheerleader team, she's the mascot?
Certainly there would seem that there would be few hot chick mascots.
I don't know, though, because the caveat to all this is a scholarship, so I don't know.
If you get the scholarship, I don't know if the mascot gets the full ride.
Right.
And I'm like you. I would be surprised that a girl would be, like, have that personality type that would want to do that.
Well, you would think at the girls' events it may be a girl, though. I mean, so it could be more now I think about it.
Like the girl Smokey. So maybe there's a guy in the girl Smokey outfit?
Because they got games on the same day.
Because it really doesn't matter.
Smokey doesn't matter. But, for instance, would it be a scandal if we had a female Davy Crockett at UT? She walked around with a musket?
Yeah, for the Lady Vols.
A lot of mascots dance, too, and girls can way outdance guys.
Correct.
Right. So
but they dance funky, like mascot dance.
If you see like a mascot that can really dance, I mean, it's a girl.
I think it's 100% almost male mascots.
No, it's got to be some percent. Some low, but it got to be 5.
Chris in the borough.
5. So there's some women out there.
Oh, yeah. Chris, what's up?
Yeah. I wanted to talk to you about this mascot thing at Disney World.
Yeah.
You're talking about Mickey and Minnie?
Yeah.
I worked at Disney World in Orlando, Florida back in the early 80s and everything, and the Mickey Mouse character, when I worked on the shift I worked there, was a black mascot, a black midget, dressed up as Mickey.
Was it a man or woman?
That was really
nice. It was a guy. It was a black guy.
Well, I don't think much about the race of the mascot because you're inside of the mascot costume. But are you like me? When you see Mickey, you would assume it was a guy? Were there times when it was a woman?
But I tell you what, these girls went crazy over this guy, though, man. He'd take that hat off to walk around underneath the ground, underground, and the wardrobe and everything, and the girls were just hanging around him all the time.
Like he was a rock star. So if you were Mickey Mouse, you were a rock star.
How many, was it because he was Mickey or because he was a black midget?
I think it's because he was Mickey.
So is there a flow chart? Like if you're at Disney World, is Mickey considered to be like, that's like
you
top
worked
of the
your way up
line,
to Mickey.
And then you would be like, I don't know, Chip and Dale or something is really like the low end? I mean, what would the lowest end mascot costume you could have to wear be?
I don't know. I'd have to
Like the entry-level mascot?
Yeah, like what would be like the kids don't really like this mascot. You know, it's like.
You don't have to sign a lot of autographs.
You know, like Captain Hook would not be popular. Like my son saw Captain Hook and he's like, oh, I don't like Captain Hook. But it's not necessarily because Captain Hook's not well known. I mean, like a mascot, people like at Disney World don't even know who it is. It's like, I'm trying to think of who the lowest end mascot would be that they let walk around at Disney World.
I think Chip and Dale was, I met them one time, you know. They weren't too popular around there with some of the employees and stuff, you know. But,
what did Chip and Dale do that made them what did they do that made them unpopular?
Well, they just weren't, you know, high on everyone's want-to-see list.
Yeah. What were you, Chris?
Yeah, what did you dress?
I worked behind the scenes. I didn't dress up as a character. I did dress up as Darth Vader one time, though, but not as Disney.
All right, Chris.
Was he drunk or high? Something was on that guy already. 737.
He's enjoying life.
1045. Wait,
he was Darth Vader, but not at Disney.
Yeah, what substance was that guy under the impact? Mushrooms? He was on something.
They do have well-lit mushrooms in that parade.
That's exactly right. He did raise the question of, I think there's probably a mascot flowchart at Disney where Mickey would be at the top, and at the bottom, the one I'm thinking of right now that would not be very sought after, I saw the fairy godmother from Sleeping Beauty.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody knows who that is.
No, nobody cares either.
Yeah.
Mike and Franklin. Hey, Mike.
Hey, guys. Good afternoon.
What's up?
I don't know whether you're aware of it, but one of the best mascots in the sports today, and that's Nash for the Predators, was a scholarship mascot at Smokey at University of Tennessee.
So they pay him. I mean, he got a full ride.
Yes.
No, I didn't know that.
That's hard work, man.
So he's a professional mascot. He trained for it in college, went pro.
This guy's in decent shape, too, now.
Patrick in Nashville. Hey, Patrick.
Hey, I was Lipscomb's mascot for 3 years, and it sucks.
It's hot in those suits, huh? It's hot, huh?
So wait, how did you get the job?
It's hot.
It was an accident, I think. The guy asked me before, he said, well, do you like to entertain people? And I was like, yeah, I guess. He goes, do you consider yourself funny? And I was like, yeah. And he goes, well, here, I've got a job for you. And I said, all right. And he made me, try it on, and the suit smelled horrible. It was like a punishment every day. And, kids, for some reason, if you're in a giant mascot costume, think it's okay that if they walk up to you and punch you in the gut that it's funny. And their parents are like, oh, that's so cute.
My kid's done that. And I'll laugh. Yeah,
you punched
right.
Big Red. We got our picture taken with him this year. You're a grown-up.
We've got a picture of me punching.
We're all
Red.
kids at heart.
Yeah.
You know, the only cool thing I can say is that I threw football with Tim Tebow when he came to Lipscomb. And
as the mascot?
Yeah, as the mascot. So I'm probably the only one in America that can say I threw it as a giant buffalo.
So wait, what the giant buffalo?
Well, you might have thrown it better, too.
You're a buffalo that's on two legs, I'm assuming. I can't picture the buffalo the Lipscomb bison costume.
It's a giant buffalo. It's got a big head. He'll be at the Battle of the Boulevard.
Well, they'll see it tomorrow. But do you have
two-legged?
Do you have
bison.
Arms, like your front hooves, or those arms?
Yeah, he has arms. He has muscles. He has this little goatee and he's very well built for a buffalo.
Thank you, Patrick.
You never know what sentences you're going to hear.
Ripped.
Nobody thought he's very well built for a buffalo was going to be uttered today.
Several people wanted to weigh in on mascot. We were talking about mascots. West Virginia player bowling over the Orange Bowl mascot yesterday. Turns out it was a female.
One of the most memorable moments of the entire game, to be honest.
And come to find out, lots of females are mascots.
Yes.
I tried to. So my 5% went up to 10?
I don't know. David in Hendersonville. Hey,
That's
David.
here in Tennessee.
Hey.
What's up?
Hey, what's up? I worked backstage at Disney. I was doing a summer camp for 3 weeks. And we rolled up one day in a van full of college student staffers backstage, and Mickey and Minnie came around the wall to the backstage area. It was stinking hot, and they took their hands off, and they were both girls. And everybody in the van just started screaming. They were screaming. It was sort of an earth-shaking moment.
So you were stunned, that Mickey was female.
Yeah, Mickey was definitely female. Long blonde hair.
Long blonde. That's unexpected.
That would be a tough job.
What did they hang up? We should have asked them whether they attractive looking.
What happens if a kid sees Mickey with his head off?
Oh my God,
that's a disaster, right? They think Mickey ate the person.
Oh my!
What's the thought?
I have no idea what a kid would think.
Let's just keep it right there.
My son will be crushed.
We've got an email from a guy named Reed. He said, actually, there are teams of Mickey Mouse mascots. You got A team, Mickey and Minnie's, who get the best gigs, PR, film, city tours, etc. Then you've got the B team. You get lesser PR outings. Then you've got the C team, which are the Mickeys and the Minnies that are in the park.
You have to work your way up as a Mickey.
Lots of little people and tall guys. Goofy, Pluto, etc. Former Disney World cast member.
How many people worked at Disney, man? We got a lot of people who worked at Disney calling in.
A lot of people.
That's a big park.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Jason in the borough. Hey, Jason.
Hey, how you guys doing?
What's up?
I was the Piggly Wiggly mascot.
That is the low end of mascots.
Hey,
what exactly is the Piggly Wiggly? I don't even know, honestly. What's the Piggly Wiggly mascot?
Have you ever
look like?
seen the Piggly Wiggly pig outside the grocery store?
Oh, I kind of vaguely remember that. I used to go there when I was a kid.
Yeah, I used
remember
to
that.
dress up in that in Memphis, and they would always give me the gig in July when it was 100 degrees, and the suit stunk so bad, and it had a helmet inside of it. And the belly was so big that you couldn't see, and I would run over kids all the time and not meaning to. And then I back up 3 or 4 steps and look down and then kind of put my hands over my face like, oops, as a kid screaming at me. It was kind of an intimidating outfit, but yeah, it was not my finest moment.
Memphis people love barbecue, too. That's a tough place to be a pig mascot.
Absolutely.
They still do that. Piggly Wiggly still has the pig, don't they? Outside every once in a while?
Didn't they just sell the franchise, the Piggly Wiggly franchise? They just got bought by Winn-Dixie, I think.
Did they?
I think so. I don't know why I know
that. That is some random knowledge.
I don't know
there.
why I know the Piggly Wiggly franchise.
Well, we can ask the grocery.
Bruce Pearl probably knows.
Yeah, the grocery man, Bruce
Yes.
Pearl knows. Drew, what's up?
Yeah, I used to have a mascot over at Eastern Kentucky University. I did it for a couple of minor league teams in Lexington as well. And like those boys were saying, there is nothing worse than when you're in that suit. It's 100 degrees outside. You figure 15, 20 degrees hotter inside the suit, and you're doing that 4 days a week.
I can't think of anything I'd want to do.
You're just sweating buckets in there, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you can easily lose 5 to 10 pounds.
Do they wash the suit? Where would you take the suit to be washed?
Like you dry clean it?
Yeah.
When I was at at Eastern, we got we took it to the cleaners about during basketball season, doing men's and women's basketball. That's 4 games a day, and there's not enough Febreze in this world to get those things.
Why would anyone want to be a mascot?
I have no idea.
Well, it actually pays really good.
What did you get paid?
The guy that does it for Phoenix, the gorilla, he's making 6 figures.
Oh, I understand why you'd want to be the mascot for an NBA team.
Yeah, but that guy's doing flips and dunking.
Yeah, what did you get paid at Eastern Kentucky?
Well, they paid my book scholarship, and that's about it. But
toward the end, I didn't even buy books.
That's like what, $400 or $500?
Yeah, it's like $500. But then again, you get to travel with the cheerleaders, which is also a sweet gig.
But you only get to travel for like the conference tournament and if they made the NCAA tournament or something, right?
In basketball, yeah. But
yeah, he just did football.
So what was being
football? You travel.
Football, you travel.
Being a mascot, Drew, did that kind of get you in the door with the cheerleaders, or did they look at you like the cuddly little, that guy's cute? Whatever.
No. It definitely gets you in.
Do they still let the mascots travel in the SEC? I thought they did away with that. Like the Florida Gator doesn't get to go to Knoxville anymore.
I don't know.
No, I think they did.
Didn't they do away with it?
That was a big story.
Yeah, I thought so.
Drew sounded like he used the mascot suit to score.
Well, I mean, it's all about access. That's the key to life. So guys out there,
just get in the room, right?
Get in the room. Have a reason to know the cheerleaders in an unthreatening manner.
Well, you're going more
the
specific.
mascot.
I'm just saying, in life, get in the room.
Oh,
right?
it's the key to all life, but it's certainly the key.
What kind of room?
Being in a conference room could lead to being in a hotel room.
Again, you can follow us at 3HL1045. Benjamin writes, buy low, bot win Dixie. Piggly Wiggly, not involved. Clay needs to work on his grocery business knowledge.
That's on me. I knew they'd been sold. I didn't know who bought them. I bet Bruce knew that.
He probably did. He's laughing.
Piggly Wiggly, maybe we asked him about mascot.
Yeah. Dressed, we had that question earlier, Bruce. When you dressed up as a mascot, describe what it was like to be a mascot.
Well, it was, I was pinch hitting. I was a sophomore at Boston College. I was sitting on the end of the bench with no chance to ever get in, and the mascot was sick. And Coach Davis said, fly the suit down here in Tuscaloosa. I know just the guy to put it on. And that was me, and I had absolutely no clue. So I ran around, I flapped my wings. I just tried to pretend I was Curly on the Three Stooges.
So wait, you went from theoretically sitting on the bench in a uniform to actually wearing the mascot uniform?
Oh, I was my sophomore year, I was sitting on the bench keeping it shut.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, exactly. So I was able to keep fouls from the mascot outfit.
Did you have to like dance? Because a lot of mascots now have to dance to like hip hop music and stuff.
Yeah, the boys got rhythm, and I'm able to gyrate the hips. Fairly well. Now, I can't square dance, and I'm really not a very good ballroom dancer, but I grew up in sort of the disco time. I had a big afro. Can you picture that?
Yes. You need pretty pictures.
That a little bit?
Yeah.
Major hip thrusting going on.
So did you ever think, first of all, we got to take that. Did you ever think when you were in Tuscaloosa that one day you'd be returning as a head basketball coach there?
Man, no. And it's amazing to go back in that gymnasium because of the way it was shaped. And I remembered the closet that I got a broom out of, and I started to wave the broom behind the backboard when Ray McCullum, who was a player for Ball State, he's now the head coach of University of Detroit, was shooting free throws. And I almost got thrown out of the game. That was my first encounter with the NCAA.
Oh, wow.
And it just got worse from there.
Yeah.
Well, we were talking about
Bruce, baby stuff.
We were obviously debating how many women you think are
in the mascot.
Yeah. And then have you seen mascots get in a fight?
Wow, that would be a very interesting discussion. I'm going to stay completely away from that one. How's that, okay?
Which one, the fight or the girl?
Knowledge of what's inside the mascot. No.
Dixie's going to be flawless. Hey, Dixie.
Hey, y'all. Hey, talk about the mascots. The mean fat cheerleader in my hometown, she went to college at the University of Arkansas, put on like 30 pounds. She kept trying out for cheerleader and couldn't make it. So she actually became the mascot. And I thought that was just hilarious because she was just such a bitch. But my deal is with this bowl stuff. Wouldn't y'all rather have seen Arkansas? I'm not Arkansas because we'd all rather see them. Wouldn't you rather seen like LSU against Oklahoma State and Alabama against Stanford or Oregon? So to see can these two defenses shut down these offenses that are putting up these 60 points because it's getting kind of boring just watching the crap that's going on there right now. It's no challenge, you know what I mean?
That was boring last night.
I would just much rather see them when they mean something. We talked about this right after the Stanford missed kicks. If that game actually meant something, and by that I mean Andrew Luck had the ability to go on to some other games. Stanford did too, Oklahoma State. Fans would have been deliriously happy. As it was, it kind of just died. Dixie, I heard you earlier say that you bought a car at a garage sale, by the way.
Yes, I did. My transmission went out on my car that it had gotten recovered after being stolen at the OVC tournament.
What?
And,
that is really unexpected.
I wasn't at that tournament.
Wait. Your transmission was stolen at the OVC tournament.
My car got stolen.
Transmission. That did too much work there to steal the transmission.
It messed up the transmission, and so a friend said, well, my neighbors have got a garage sale going on. They're selling a car. So I went over. It was a Toyota. It had a lot of miles, but there was a hog hat in the back of it. I mean, an old hog hat, so old the foam on the inside of it was gone. And I said, hey, I'll give you $500 for that hog hat, and I'll take the car, too. So the story is I really paid $500 for a hog hat and got a car thrown in for nothing. But I drove the wheels off that car, and when I sold it for the same $500 I'd give for it.
There you go.
That's a hell of a deal.
That's like a stanza with John Voight.
It's unexpected that you would go to a garage sale and see a car for sale there.
Well, I needed a car, though, and it was a good one. I mean, the fuel thing went out. I mean, I was in the car business for years. I can pre-tell a good car when I see one, and I saved up and bought a nice Honda Prelude and got rid of that one. So,
all right.
Whatever.
Good for you, Dixie.
Have a good one.
See ya.
All right, Dixie. Man, we want to get some car advice. We need to call Dixie.
Car stolen at the OVC tournament.
It's unexpected. That's a tough break.
That wasn't here, was it?
Hopefully not downtown.
And I was fortunate enough to pick it up and score.
What did you say when you ran into the mascot?
When I ran, I was looking for him.
It was a girl.
Because I didn't think he believed in us either. So I had to tackle him too.
The mascot?
Yeah, the mascot.
It's a girl.
It's a girl?
It's a little girl, yeah. It's a girl, yeah. Did she say anything to you? Or she said
it's a little girl?
It's a girl. It's a grown girl, but...
tell her I apologize.
She was okay, though. Okay, but your play seemed like it really turned the game around. That was a play that put you guys back.
Yeah.
Did you envision this, scoring 70 points?
I always envision making great plays, because if you expect it, that's what's going to happen. If you don't expect it, that's what's going to happen. So that's what I expect.
Great.
Tell me right here.
Here she is.
Hey,